Hey, this is Don the Idea Guy with another episode of the Big Yellow Sticky Podcast, where you get the super secret story behind the stickies that goes along with the daily content I publish at BigYellowSticky.com. Today is episode 95, and the title of the sticky note is Just Curious. The note reads, Just Curious. The two-word response that excuses any question. Here's the story behind the sticky. I think that some people who might otherwise ask lots of quizzical questions are intimidated to remain silent because they are afraid of what another person might say in response to a question they ask. I believe the would-be asker of questions thinks the other person might be offended at having been asked and respond in a rude and even violent manner. Unfounded fears, of course. I've asked an awful lot of questions over the course of my own lifetime and never, almost never, been assaulted for doing so. The only thing a person who asks a question really needs to prepare for is the almost inevitable response query, which asks you to justify your reasons for asking your question in the first place. You see, most people don't ask a lot of questions, and they are stumped by people who do. The typical response to an atypical question is, why do you ask? Or, why do you want to know? That's it. Nothing more difficult to overcome than that. Most times you'll probably have a real-world, valid reason for asking. I'm assembling a report, I'm doing some research, I'm writing an article, the boss asked me to find out, etc. But if you're just asking for the sake of your own personal knowledge, the best questions ever, there is a very simple two-word response that you can use that excuses pretty much any question you might ask. Just curious. If someone asks you why you want to know something, just say, just curious, and leave it at that. Thanks for listening to this episode of the Big Yellow Sticky Podcast. If you'd like to receive a free email alert every time new content is posted, just go to BigYellowSticky.com and click on the Get Sticky link. Once you confirm your email address, you'll receive a daily update that includes a copy of the sticky note graphic that I draw by hand using Sharpie markers on a 3x3 yellow Post-it note and publish for the world to see on the website. Your email will also include a link to the latest audio commentary track that goes along with each of the sticky notes. You'll hear the story behind the sticky, the reasons for the message of that day's note, just like the episode you're listening to now. I'll be back again tomorrow with another episode. I hope you'll be here to hear it.